their livelihood has been based on making us a market of Dubai and of China. Uganda spends $7 billion, not shillings, $1 billion in imports. Importing perfumes, importing carpets, importing furniture. You can imagine. We, people who have got forests, have been importing furniture from Dubai, a desert. So, importing hair, that arinda where did I you know zira kitwanye ngoli munyankweri aha katono yedirente rubombwe wachika cyange mwara wange kati abente bazara abana barungi daranga bomanyi abawala bemvire nungi. But you go to China to import vile zaba China kuzileta wano, and then akasente kange kempaka siza okuvamu emwanyi, okuvamu mata, okuvamu chai ni mukaza yo okusaka emviri zaba China. So that's why and now when you are importing, when you import this carpet, you lose money in dollars. But you also lose jobs. Kubanga omwana akoze carpet eno si mwana wa bente. China yakoze carpet eyo. Nolwekyo ogabye sente n'ogaba emirimu. And that's why really we have advised Kasita atembe wunya kubanga bakasita abo tebayiga aba China ngaba China bali abakapeka waba China bakora ceramic tiles. They first imported them. They first imported ceramic tiles, imported. When they saw there was a market, they started making them here. They import only to test, to test the market. Once they see the market, they make here. But our people import yesterday, import today, import tomorrow. So that's why for us we are taking the lead. First of all, working with the Chinese actually are easier because they help us to import substitute. No longer importing ceramic tiles, other products. There is a factory on the way coming here making picky tires using rubber from the western area. So, import substitution. I am going to start a factory myself, not as Museveni, but as the program run by Nachove of turning leather. Because our shoemakers had a problem of leather. They had to buy imported leather from Kenya, from China. So we are going to make the leather for them now in Kaumu. So therefore, the Chikubo people, the Kasita, please, mwegate kukawefube okulekeraawo okushaka ebikuli ahandi tusobole okukola ebintu wano tweyimirizeewo. That's what I advise them. They can do it. If they can't do it individually, they can form associations. Byabadde bagula eri babikolere wano. especially if they happen to have raw materials. And we can give them support. UDB has got money. We can give them cheap money. If they don't do it, we shall do it, even with foreigners. Because as now you can hear, Mayuge is going to make industrial sugar. That's what I was telling you. Tubade tusaka industrial sukari owakohokora. Tubade tumusaka. Kati bagenda kumukolera wano. Industrial starch. Eyokukola amadagala. Obukerenda wetaga starch evo muhogo yabanyibanda abatagwenda. Kati eyo nayo yakusaka starch yakusaka kasukali akana yakusaka enviri zakusaka. What sort of country is that?
Yes, Excellency, you talked about traders accessing funds in UDB. How are the traders going to access that?
You just walk there. You say, nenenyeza ebibi mbadde nsaka bye mbadde nsaka njagala kubikolera wano. Obadde osaka ki ebiwempe bino simanyi biki obukopo ebintu obutaliimu bwe basaka nani babikolere wano. They will support you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Uganda's tax base is entirely depending on imports. How is import substitution going to fill the gap?
No, it's not. I don't have the percentage. What you call imports, the tax there is called the customs duty. You can go and check. I don't think it is there, but it's not the only one. There is what we call excise duty. Excise duty, don't call it exercise, it is excise. Excise duty is when I make this cup here, I pay a tax on it, even when I make it here. That's a source of tax. Then you have consumer tax. I think this is the one they call VAT. You Ugandans, you are very good taxpayers. Because you like alcohol, and the ones in Mbarara are the best, I think. Because when I went to Mbarara, I found South Africans. They had built a huge brewery, huge factory, breweries. Mwabazungu eno mategerea mutia. Until we looked for where the drunkards are most, and we found they were in this area. That's how they built a big brewery. So now, since Ugandans like ebinyumo, beer pays a lot of tax. Buli chupa ya beer ejogula eruko omusolo. Chupa ya soda eruko omusolo. So if we stop the rental income, when people build buildings, build properties and they charge rent, they pay tax. It's a lot of money, that one. So it's not correct. When you see a country depending on import, on customs duty, that's a sign of backwardness. Those are African countries, and I want to un-Africanize myself to become a modern country which depends on taxes of consumption, of rent, not on Oksaka.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Some leaders at different levels to campaign revenue or tax collection negatively, which impacts on the compliance. Your Excellency, how will you ensure political support in domestic revenue mobilization?
By talking to Ugandans, you see, Ugandans are not, they are clever people. These Ugandans, they are very clever people. You can come and tell them lies, but when I come, and explain to them, they will understand. Because what I'm doing is good for them. We are talking of building the roads here in Busoga. How will you build them if you don't have tax revenue? It's very easy to expose we call them demagogues. Those are called demagogues. Charlatans, the ones who tell lies. Very easy. Ate nkyagala nnyo bwe nsanga omulimba nyumirwa okumuserekulula just to remove all the clothes from him. I enjoy it.